What's going on, everybody? We got some people in the chat. Fantastic. How's everybody doing today? And where is everybody tuning in from? I should move my mic over so you can hear me a bit better. There we go. Hopefully that works out a little bit better. And thank you for the likes. Who asked this question? Benoit. I assume that's how you pronounce that name. Apologies if I got it wrong, mate. The newest edition, CE24. Standard satin. Look at how not shiny it is. It's awesome. Hey, Zaya, what's up, man? Long time no speak. Hope all is well, dude. What are you up to with yourself today, mate? And what's been going on? When are you up in Perth next? We got Jimmy in Bozeman. We got Noise Bloom in Southern Cali. We have Jamie from Cuba. That's awesome, dude. Welcome. Kareem has a comment. Picking hand effortless. It is from watching lots and lots of Paul Gilbert intense rock. That's the true hack. Look, I'm a nerd. I used to watch myself in the mirror and try to make my picking hand look really nice. So that's probably part of it as well. But the more you go down this rabbit hole of practicing stuff, I think it's taken me a long time, but getting that like efficiency in there where you can still get the energy you want out of the string without having to expend too much in there, basically. One fun thing you can do is you do the old 16th note funky strumming thing. With a very, very loose wrist. So you got this kind of thing, and then start taking that to a single note. And try to maintain how relaxed you are. It's a weird thing, right? It's like one of those things like feeling sad, just be happy. Feeling tense, just be loose. But what I have found is, actually, if I'm going to practice a run, like that kind of thing, then I will practice it with the funky strumming thing. So totally loose and messy. It's fine. You go. Who cares about the string noise? It's all about getting that feeling of being relaxed. And then you go. Craffity. What is up, Craffity? Hope you're enjoying your school holidays, bro. It is April, so it's the term 1 to term 2 holidays here in Australia for kids and teenagers and young adults and everyone else who has to go to school. So shout out to everybody enjoying their school holidays. Big thank you to Bravo Actual for the super. Any questions, mate? Let me know. There's a few questions in here. And Noise Bloom mentioned, getting close to 100k, which is scary. That's amazing. And it's because of all of you people who actually tune in and make me want to keep doing this. This one's from Benoit. Any thoughts on the PRS SE Hollow Body 2? Is it piezo? Is it piezo? The one with the acoustic pickup. I was wondering if it was a great choice, trying to minimize the number of guitars at the gig. I actually haven't played one yet, but I've been wanting to get one in here to do a demo. The PRS distributor in Australia, Electric Factory, have been great. They've looked after me with some loan guitars and also some hire guitars, basically, while I've been out playing interstate, and they've loaned me some stuff to do demos with. So I should hit them up about that and just see if I can get one to demo here on the channel. The core hollow body's been like a guitar I've wanted forever. The old pictures of Mike Einziger from Incubus playing one, but I have also had that same thought of it would be a great guitar, because I do a lot of acoustic duo gigs, use the FM3 with the electric output and the piezo output of my JP7, but it's a 7-string, and you look like a dork playing a 7-string and acoustic gig. At least the hollow body, and it's a hollow body, right? It looks appropriate for that kind of thing. So I really want to try one. If you've tried one, the DGT SE is amazing, like absolutely amazing. If it's anything like that, I think it'll be a fantastic guitar. So this one is from Vladimir. Great name, Vladimir. That's my dad's name. What pickups on this guitar? These are the 8515s. They're the stock pickups. I think they're fantastic, especially, you know, if you want to crunch it up. I'll bring up like a Marshall style thing. You know, if you go for just the stock 800 thing, no boost or anything like that, they're brighter. But they kind of... How's the next bit go? Oh, yeah. That kind of thing. Yeah, they're just really good rock sounding pickups. I'm a total convert over there. So Lamar Brewster. Any tips for getting feedback when playing through monitors? I love protecting my ears, but I miss the interaction with the amp in my studio. Yeah, I mean, like, volume it's indispensable in that case. I'm sure you've tried to like put your headstock on the speaker cabinet or the monitor cabinet. That can work. Or there's a trick if you're playing through like an Axe-Fx or something like that, where you can use a pitch block. I've done a video with it. Use a synth block to do like either an octave or an octave and a fifth up on there. I've got that in a few presets. So good on you, Cash. Well done, mate. Well done. And the next one will be higher. We'll go for that. We'll get it all the way up to 100. This is a good one. The THRX, so the Yamaha practice amp, or the Hot Tone. Or is it Hotone? Or is it Hot One? It's Hot Tone. The Pulse. I actually haven't tried the THR, so terrible there, but I really like the Hot Tone effects. Like, really, really like them. There's some great wet sounding effects in there. So totally biased. That's the one that I have, so that's the one I'm going to go for. Let's see. Where are you at in the chat? Zai. This is awesome. Wildlife Park down in Albany. Fantastic. Dude, that is awesome. And I hope you're playing lots still as well. So drop us a line next time you're up this way. You're doing the good work. Do you have a lot of love for the Sir Pete Thorne Standard? I just bought a second-hand one site and seen it's on his way. One of my students in the States has one, and he really, really liked it. I haven't played one, unfortunately, but I have a lot of love for Pete Thorne, so I'm sure his guitar is amazing as well. Where are we at? The Chibson. I've played a couple that they looked the part and they didn't play the part. And then I've played a couple that definitely don't look the part. You look at them and you go like, yeah, that's not a real Gibson, obviously. But they've played quite nicely. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like now there's so many out there that it's like become a risk to buy a real Gibson sometimes. You look at 70s Gibsons and they're so off spec sometimes. You're like, is this or is this not? Is this just like a recreation of a bad one there? So, yeah. If the guitar's good, man, who cares where it's made? You know, if you vibe with it, who gives a shit? Follow-up question: Pulse or Spark? I think I like the Pulse a lot more than the Spark. Yeah, yeah. And Benoit, the DGT SE, dude, it is. I'm gonna get it because I think it sounds awesome. What tuning are we in here? This is always the Eternal Gamble, drop D. It's pretty much in tune, which is nice. The one mod, and I wish it came from the factory like this, is I put their SE locking tuners on it, so you know it's an extra $100. Coil taps sound great. Yeah. That's just with an 800, and you give it some like 51, 53 or something, and we're in Chunktown. So good. I actually kind of prefer the neck on this to the core DGT that I have as well. It's a little bit wider. Same frets, which are awesome because big frets are best frets as well. So, yeah. I've been wanting to buy a Ragdoll album. Which one are you the most happy with? Get Back to Zero. That's the one. If I was going to recommend it to anything, I'm happy with all of them. You know, it's one of those things. I don't have children, but you know, I have a couple of cats. What's your favorite cat? Can't answer that one, but I think Back to Zero, if you like all the stuff I do on the channel, that's the one. It's probably got my favorite songs on it, so maybe it is my favorite. Yeah, man, total Van Hager vibe. Pitch detune on everything. Plate reverb. We have Jason S. all the way from Texas. What part of Texas are you from, Jason? Because my in-laws are from Texas. My wife is from Texas. So a lot of love for that part of the world. It's home away from home. FM3 update when? They've mentioned on the forum that it is coming very soon. So that's all I can say about it. You know, NDA otherwise. But I think it will be well worth the wait without giving too much. Over the CE24, incredible feeling neck and super versatile. How you been liking it? Yeah, great. Love this thing. I bought two CE24s in the last couple of months. I bought a 90s one that's getting refretted at the moment, but I scored the standard. That's great. Just another bump in my SC. Oh boy. Yeah, it's super light, which I love. Mahogany, so it's definitely got a different thing going on. Just even unplugged, you can. It's. You know, does that and then. So there you go, G. I can see, is that the guitar in your profile picture as well, the CE24? I went down a whole, watching Rush clips from the 90s when Alex is playing a CE. I was like, damn, I'd love to get a black CE, and walked into a Cash Converters here and they had, I thought it was black, but it's actually this midnight blue metallic thing. And yeah, awesome guitar. Frets were shot to hell, so it definitely needed a refret, but it sounds great. And this is obviously a newer one. There's a 2016, so slightly different carve, but got so lucky with this. It's basically mint. I don't know how many times it's been played, but there's this one ding there. Everything else is clean as. Has your pick speed doubled in the last year? Definitely not. I might have added 0.5% to it. But I've been doing a lot of practice with it as well, which is kind of cool. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe just maybe I stopped caring and I got better at it. Is that how it happens? Alan, what is up, mate? I'll play something for you in a sec, mate. Get your requests in. I'll play another Ragdoll tune. I know you're a Fractal guy, but current thoughts on the Helix? Amazing. I've got an HX Stomp, so does that make me a Helix guy as well? Just as a standalone effects processor, the filters, the octave effects, the nasty stuff in it is great. Some of the mod effects in there are really, really awesome. I kind of bought it because I had an M13 at one stage that broke. And then I had an M5 for a while, and I loved the M5. The boost comp, the analog delay model in there sounded really, really close to my DM2. It was just a great little all-around device, and the fact that you've got all the M5 legacy stuff in there, and now you can run 8 blocks in it, and it's got the amps. The new JCM 800 sounds amazing. Yeah, they've done very, very well with that platform. It's evolved a lot over the years, and the big one, obviously, as well, the capacitive, the way you assign effects. It's very well thought out. Very, very well thought out. So, yeah, that's pretty amazing. I mean, they're the kind of two pillars of if you're new to it, the Helix is so easy to use and you can just walk into basically any music store in the world and buy one. And then the Fractal stuff, they just put out a brand new update where it just sounds so good. Like, so ridiculously good. Speaking of which, there is a new Vox model on here. Let me bring it up, because I think it sounds ridiculous. And I'll bring up the screen cap as well. How do I do this again? Present. That's what I want to do. Just talking to myself over here, everybody. Don't mind me. Cool. So this is what I'm running. So whatever this is, Class A 30 watt Brilliant, it's my favorite Vox style model in here. So if anyone, top tip when you're dialing in one of these, crank the high cut all the way up and it will sound a bit dull. Set everything to like 6 or 7 as a starting point, and then just pull back the high cut as you go. Way too dark. Ah, there it is. How good's that, man? And you know, you can do the hit it with a treble booster thing. Where are we? Treble boost. Give it to me. And you know, it's great because you go like neck single coil and it does it. Beautiful. And then be the edge, you just take that and, you know, smack a delay in front of it, something like this. Hey, there we go. And yeah. So good. So darn good. So yeah, I love that. And then what do I have in amp too? Brit 800s. Like, that's just ridiculous. Brit 800 mod. And, you know, you take this and you slap on a big dirty chorus, or, you know, maybe a Dimension style chorus. I've got a block in here which is 2290 style chorus. Like, what more do you want out of life, kids? Well, you definitely want some of this. Glorious, I love it. There's a few questions that I've been missing, and Benoit, that's amazing that you just became a member. Thank you. There's a few members only vids at the moment, which you'll be able to access, but there will be many more coming. So let me see. Oh, I don't want to share this. Great. Anyway, what was I talking about? Want to hear some Jake? Bro, I was just teaching one of my students Bark at the Moon yesterday, and it made me so happy. And I'll get to this question about the SPX. I'm in drop D. Yeah, there we go. Man, I gotta do this in standard. It's too early to break my brain like this. But yeah, the video for that song, right? If anyone hasn't watched it recently, go and have some fun and enjoy some vintage Aussie. How does that Yeah, there it is. Man, this chorus is doing it for me. It's got the J thing. Yeah. The actual guitar solo in that, yeah, I should get around to learning that. Anyway, where are we at? Digitech Studio Quad V2 or the SPX 92. You can run more effects in the Studio Quad, but I think if you just want a rack unit that sounds like the 80s, just get an SPX 90. Or an SPX 92. It is, they're still relatively affordable. Yeah, they're a bit noisy, they're a bit unreliable, but they have the sound. Put pitch change C on, or symphonic, or the delays, or the early reflection reverbs, and you got that sound. So, yeah, that would be my suggestion anyway. Where are we at? Favorite neck profile. I saw that one come up. Where did that one go? I actually don't know. I don't know too much. Like, I haven't tried too many of the... wide, thin, wide, fat pattern. I think this is a pattern, which is maybe a little bit thin for me. The SC245 that I have, which I'll grab now because I'll play Rust, because a few people wanted to hear that. I don't know what neck profile it is, but it's definitely a little bit deeper, which I kind of like. It fits me well. And also, bias because I've played this guitar so much, and probably my favorite touring experiences have been with this guitar. Let's tune it up. Where are we? We're in drop C, which we need for this song. All right, I'm going to embarrass myself and probably butcher this solo, but that's what live streams are all about, kids. Let's go. There we go. This is a super from Stephen P. Firmware 25, delay and reverb in series or parallel. I would say if you're just doing like what I'm doing at the moment, where it's rock music with a subtle reverb and then a prominent delay for your leads, series is totally fine. If you were doing an ambient thing and you didn't want like the reverb to wash out your delays, then I would probably run them in parallel. The other use case, let's say you've got a preset where you've got a lead delay and then you've got like a rhythmic style delay, and there's a part where you have to swap from the rhythmic style delay to the lead delay and vice versa, and you want trails on there. Then what's cool about running them in parallel is you won't get that thing where like the trails of the rhythmic delay get picked up in your lead delay and like swirled around. So that would be a good argument for parallel if you're running two of the same effect type. Another thing that's cool as well is you can just manage your dry signal easier. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about mix laws or anything like that. You just put them in parallel, and you put them where you want, and your dry signal's always the same volume. So that's kind of cool. Dead spots. This is interesting. Any setup issues? I mean, this guitar's got some buzz on the low string, but it's fine. There's no real. This one's pretty. No real dead spots on it. It's one of those things where it's like neck shape. Some people are like, is it a C shape or a D shape or anything like that? It's like, I actually don't know what the difference is. I just know what I like, and I kind of like most things, so I'm not super discerning, which is, you know, detrimental when you're doing gear reviews and, you know, I'm meant to be like fluent in saying, oh, hey, yeah, this is what it's like. So this is pretty good. This guitar's been plecked as well, so that probably plays into it. Hasn't been refretted, but it has been plecked. So the setup is very, very nice. Scott Harper, all the way from Shreveport in Louisiana. You're an inspiration. You ever played in a PV Invective? Not an Invective, but I've been super into the 5150 thing recently. So it's basically a boosted 5150, right? With a gate and a bunch of other, it's got the power supply stuff on there. It's a really well thought out unit, in my opinion. From Benoit, any ideas if you come to Quebec, Canada anytime soon, being able to see Ragdoll at the festival? Oh, well, I tell you what, if you know anyone who books that festival or how you can apply for it, please get in touch with me and I'll apply for it. I really want to come back to North America in the next year or something and do some shows. So yeah, and definitely play Vegas, because we played at Vamped in Vegas a few times and it's a great venue. And we have my closest neighbor over here. Hello from Indonesia. Used to live in Perth for 20 years. Been reading up Japanese guitars, have not been great lately. Do you have any MIJ, and what do you think of the recent MIJ? I do. Look, again, haven't sampled that widely, but the Divisor stuff I'm really into, and their stuff has been amazing. But in terms of the like production Ibanez and things like that, I haven't really played that much stuff. But again, it kind of comes down to the factories they're coming out of, right? So like anything, you can have these manufacturing dips and spikes, and yeah, I'd be kind of interested to know. All the Indonesian stuff that I've been playing, man, it's been amazing though. Like SE DGT, bang on. Like because I used 10 to 52s, all I had to do was like widen one of the nut slots. That was the extent of the setup, which I'm stoked about. This is interesting from Noiseman. Were you following the drama at Jerry Cantrell's guitar? Turns out it was found today after it was believed lost or stolen. I didn't realize they'd found it, but I saw Zach Wilde shared something about it being stolen, which, I mean, one, like scumbag stealing stuff, but two, like a pretty iconic guitar. How are you going to sell that to anyone? Like, oh, hey, I just happen to have Jerry Cantrell's actual guitar. Do you want to buy it? Yeah, I'm stoked that it's not, though, because I'm sure that feels like that must feel like an extension of his body, like Zach's Grail guitar, right? Have not tried a Boogie Mark 7 just yet. I don't even know if there's any in Australia yet. I definitely haven't seen one in Perth. So can you play a little bit of Kayla Kent Dime stuff for us? There is the Domination lick, which breaks my brain. You all know what I'm talking about, right? I'm going to try and play it and it will suck. Yeah, Vamped is awesome, man. Like, great. It's funny because I know the owners have that Counting Cars TV show, which I often see on in the gym that I go to here. So it's like, there's Corey and Danny. I know them. Let's go to... So there's this lick, right? I'm just going to guitar tab it. And if you haven't listened to Domination, go and do it. Because it's such a great example. Like, the ending is just such a great example of why the Abbott brothers are amazing. And there is... So there's the breakdown, you know. Just that is so good. But then, you know, he goes into the absolutely ballistic thing at the end. Where's the lick? I just want to not play it poorly. Big stretchy thing, so... Where are we at? So something like this. I'm going to embarrass myself on live television. So he's, you know, playing this big stretch. That's a major third, then a semitone. Which, there's a lick that I love, which is that All I Want lick. It's like a sloppy version of that. Man, he was so good. Doing it all left hand is cheating, right? So being able to pick that at the speed that he does is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Because I do want to play Rust in just a second. Where's the window gone? I can't see the chat anymore. Ah, here it is. And yeah, his Floyd stuff is so great. Yeah, I imagine the Mark 7 is a Mark series amp, which is like great. David Dare Parker. I have an H9, just upgrade to H90. One inspiring piece of kit. Your vids helped a lot. Awesome. Have you been able to take your H90 presets and export them and then re-import them into the... Sorry, H9 presets, export them, re-import them into the H90? Because I love that you can do that. And yeah, it saves them as presets, and then you can add those presets to programs. So yeah, there's going to be me for the next couple of days, isn't it? I feel like if you can get the left hand, then you can probably add pick into it. You know, that kind of thing. Give me some lead guitar. I find it easier to pick that sequence, but not all in a row. Yeah, that's wild. All right, I'm going to play Rust for all of you. Let's do that. And I'll mute my mic in a second as well. Which band plays this song? That's right, Ragdoll. Let's go.
Yourself
That wasn't that bad. Don't totally hate the way I played the solo just then. Fantastic. Chungus is the word. Exactly. Yeah, Troy Nababan reckons that sounds like Nickelback, and he's probably 110% correct. 110% correct. What scales modes are you using in the guitar solo to Rust? Sounds kind of harmonic minor. Well, you're on the right track there, mate. Before I answer that one, which I will we ever see a triple X JSX MP1 Ultra Lead or Frameless Cobra in the Fractal? I would love all of the above, especially an MP1, but also the Frameless Cobra, because I've been wanting to demo one of those amps, and I really want to track one down. I know they're a little bit unreliable, so did the tape on my Les Paul mess up the finish? It actually didn't. I was lucky in that regard. That wasn't that I chose the correct tape or anything, but yeah. Anyway, Zai. So I'm in drop C. So this looks like it's in D, but it's all in C. So the core thing there is it is C. So the song's in like C minor-ish. But it does the pickety third thing where it comes down back to the... So there is a cheeky major third in the melody, which we kind of lean into with the solo. So it's C Phrygian dominant, right? Which is the fifth mode of the harmonic minor scale. Which harmonic minor scale, Leo? It'd be G harmonic minor. Would it? Or would it be F? Fifth mode, what did I say? It'd be F harmonic minor. Doesn't matter. C Phrygian dominant, for the most part. So that run, it's a little symmetric Ingve style thing. And then this is all Phrygian dominant, root, flat 9, come down to the, what is that, the fifth. Okay, that's all Phrygian dominant. Then there is a quote from Marty Friedman's Tornado of... No, Hangar 18 or Holy War solo. This. So Phrygian dominant would go... But there's this... So just a stanky flat 5 in there because... So because this is so... There's so much chromaticism, add a little bit more. Then, purposefully landing on the flat 5 there because it sounds so disgusting, and it's what George Lynch would do, so George Lynch is always correct. Then this is a diminished 7th arpeggio. This is a C dominant 7 arpeggio. I guess there's a 4th in there. And then we go back to the little quote. So yeah, there's like this in particular. This is my favorite lick in the whole solo, by the way. So that is... That's all Phrygian dominant, except that one note. I mean, you could play Lydian dominant. So there's that kind of thing. There was a good question here. If Michael Torin is in the house, what is up, dude? If Chad Kruger asked you to be his new guitarist, would you do it? 110%. That gig would be super fun. Could you imagine playing in drop C that loud in a stadium and just playing all those filthy riffs? Don't trust anyone who tells you they wouldn't love that gig. I would do that in a heartbeat. That would be amazing. So yeah, Zai, basically Phrygian dominant, and you lean into the fact that it sounds like super crusty and just add some chromatic notes as you see fit. There are no rules, and learn every Marty Friedman and George Lynch solo ever, because they are the best. We got some new comments that I'm missing out on. JSX is essentially the triple X, but with EL34. That's kind of cool. Very, very cool. Basically, yeah, I imagine there's so much overlap with those. And we're talking about Marks over here. So, yeah, I actually really like the tweed mode on my Mark IV. You know, didn't think I would, but I think it sounds totally awesome. Alrighty, I actually have to split, everybody. I have a guitar lesson coming right up, but to everyone who left a super chat, that was awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And to the new members, thank you very much. Though there's some videos you can watch already that won't be out until the next couple of days. And I'll do another one of these on the weekend. Marcelo, dude, take it easy. I'm glad you made it as well. And I'll do another live stream on the weekend. I'll play a few more Rags tunes. Wait, this wasn't the guitar lesson? No, this is all just a Trojan horse to get you to listen to my music. Alrighty, everybody. Peace. I will see you in the next couple of days. Go and make some guitar noises, and you know, if the neighbors have to hear it, well, they can learn to enjoy it. See you, everyone. See ya, Unky Troy. Everybody say goodbye to Uncle Troy as well, and I'll see you next time.